Yo, what is good, my friends? It's CJ Curry. We're back with another Prize Picks video, and today is, of course, Tuesday, which means Taco Tuesday is taking place over on Prize Picks. What is Taco Tuesday? Well, quite simply, there's a number of different player projections that will be discounted heavily on Prize Picks, giving them a much better chance for them to hit for us. Not a guarantee, but a much higher chance that they will hit. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button now. Go ahead and drop a like on this. We're gonna aim for 50 likes on today's video. Let's see if you and I can go ahead and get this done. Now, if you're not playing on Prize Picks yet, you definitely should be. Prize Picks is still doing a 100% instant deposit match. And of course, they're running fantastic promos like today's Taco Tuesday promo. So there's a lot of different reasons why you should be playing on Prize Picks if you're not yet. Take advantage of the instant deposit match. Use code Curry. I've left a link down in the description of today's video. Go to the description, open it up, and click that link. Make your first deposit, and you'll get a 100% instant deposit match. All right. Taco Tuesday, my friends. The first taco that they have delivered to us, hot and fresh out of the kitchen, is Sonny Gray of the Minnesota Twins. They've discounted his strikeouts from 5 all the way down to 3.5, meaning he's got to get 4 or more to get us paid today. So we're going to take a look at this first taco here. We're going to see if this is a good value or a bad value, if we should be eating this taco up, or if we should just leave it alone. Or maybe we could take the under on the original line, which is 5 strikeouts. So let's go ahead and get started here, and we'll take a look at the projections provided here by the Bat by Derek Carty. Now, this is my favorite projection model system to use out of all of them. And they've got Sonny Gray projected today for 5.24 strikeouts. Again, we need 4 or more to get paid. So a projection of 5.2 looks pretty good for Sonny Gray. Let's go over to RotoWire as well and take a look at the Sonny Gray projections there. They've got Sonny Gray projected as high as 6.2 strikeouts, let's call it. So that's 2 sites that have him going well over the much needed 4 strikeout number that we're hoping for. Let's head over to Fantasy Labs and take a look at their projections. They've got Sonny Gray projected for a healthy 6.15 strikeouts. Again, we need 4. So a projection of 6.1 is absolutely phenomenal. We love to see that. And then we'll also take a look at Number Fire and being very thorough and making sure that we check all the different projection models because, you know, each model's a little bit different than the next. This one's got Sonny Gray at 5.5 strikeouts. Again, that's well over 4 strikeouts. And we'll also take a look at FTN here. FTN's got Sonny Gray projected for exactly 6 Ks. So there you go, guys. I can't be any more thorough than that. The Bat, RotoWire, Fantasy Labs, Number Fire, and FTN all have Sonny Gray pitching for at least 4 Ks or more. Now, we can also take a look at PropStatCash. If you're not using PropStatCash, use code Curry. Make your first month a little bit cheaper, 25% discount when you use code Curry. I've left a link for you down in the description of the video as well. I've got Sonny Gray's game logs pulled up here. We've dialed it down to 3.5 strikeouts, which is where his taco line is currently set. You can see that this season he's 18 for 22, or 82% success rate at going over 3.5 strikeouts. He's averaging 5.6 Ks for the season, 5.2 in his last 10, and a healthy 5.4 in his last 5. Now, he has faced this Detroit Tigers team once already, and it was fairly recently. Back in the middle of June, he faced them at home. He only had 3 strikeouts in that game, so that's a little bit concerning. A little bit of cause for concern here. Now, we could also take a look at Sonny Gray's road and home split numbers. Tonight, he is going to be on the road pitching in Detroit. So let's take a look at his home numbers first. 6.1 strikeouts per game pitching at home. Very nice numbers there. When he goes on the road, though, that number dips by a whole strikeout. Just 5.1 strikeouts whenever he is pitching on the road, which is going to be the case tonight. But again, if we look at his road numbers here and we dial this down to 3.5, he has cleared this in 9 out of 11 games. That's an 82% hit rate on the road. Taking a look at some of this Detroit advanced statistics here. The K percentage against right-handed pitchers for the season, they rank 8th, which is really good. They've dropped off just a little bit, not striking out quite as much here over the last 30 days, down to 11th. And then you can see the WRC plus 29th for the season, 26th for the last 30. So things are still looking pretty healthy here. And then Sonny Gray's number, he ranks 48th percentile when it comes to strikeouts per inning, which is about 1K per inning. You can see his swinging strike rate, his chase rate, right in the middle of the pack. So not a very elite strikeout pitcher, but not a poor strikeout pitcher. Either way, though, things are looking pretty good here for Sonny Gray overall at that 3.5 number. I'm definitely going to take this taco based on the projections that we saw here, based on his historical hit rates, 18 for 22, 82%. So now that we know that we're going to devour this taco, we got two other picks that we're going to take a look at. If you like what I'm doing, breaking things down for you, showing you the numbers, showing you the projections, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It means the world. I'll continue to post these videos for you and try to help you out each and every day. We've got Kikuchi of the Toronto Blue Jays. That's a fun last name to say. Kikuchi. Go ahead. Take a moment. You try it. Kikuchi. It just rolls off the tongue. Anyway, he's at 5 hits allowed, guys. He's at 4.5 on the books, but he has been bumped up going against the Cleveland Guardians today from 4.5 to 5. So let's head over to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer here. This is their DFS Optimizer. It is an awesome product. This allows me to find the picks with the best value before PrizePicks bumps those lines up, bumps those lines down, or completely removes the lines off of the board altogether. That's why this is such a game changer. That's why it's changed and revolutionized the way that I play on PrizePicks. And then you can also use this on a variety of different sites. They support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're up to 10 different daily fantasy sports sites that have to do with player props and pick'ems. So definitely well worth it. I've left a link for you down in the description of today's video. Save yourself $5 when you use code Curry and sign up with the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. All right, back on board here. Yusei Kikuchi at 5 hits allowed, like I said. He's at 4.5 on the sports books. He's been bumped up to 5. You're seeing a lot of juice here on these books here. Minus 155 on DraftKings to go over 4.5. Minus 170 on Caesars to go over 4.5. Minus 200 to go over 4.5 hits allowed, going up against a tough Cleveland Guardians team. So now that we know that this is a plus EV play, giving us about a 54.1% chance that he has at least 5 hits allowed or more, let's go check out some projections. And I think you're gonna like this first projection here, which is provided to us by, once again, The Bat by Derek Carty. You can find this on Roto Grinders, EV Analytics. It's hosted on both of those sites. Either way you go, you can't go wrong. 5.93 hits allowed is the projection for Kikuchi today, according to The Bat. So that is almost 6 hits allowed. We need him to have at least 5. Hopefully he goes over 5, so that way we don't tie or push. But if we do tie or push, it's not the end of the world. I'll explain why in just a moment. But that first projection is looking very healthy for Kikuchi. So let's move over to RotoWire. We'll take a look at his projection there. Again, the line is 5 on PrizePicks. He's projected for 4.64, which is closer to 5 than it is 4, so I'm okay with that projection. I wish it was like 5.64, but hey, we'll take what we can get. In this case, I think this is a fine projection at 4.64 hits allowed. And then we'll take a look at NumberFire as well. NumberFire is a free site. Guys, if you're not using a projection site yet, you want to look at a free one, NumberFire is a great place to get started. 4.72 hits allowed. Again, that is closer to 5, much closer to 5 than it is 4. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far on Yusei Kikuchi. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over at 5 hits allowed. Maybe it ties, maybe it pushes. Again, with the way that we're going to play this 3-pick, it's not going to be the end of the world. Which brings me to my third and final play. Braxton Garrett, Miami Marlins. He was one of the taco voting options for this first taco that we got. But the voters out there, out on X, formerly known as Twitter, they voted for our guy Sonny Gray, which is just fine. But Braxton Garrett here at 6 strikeouts, taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Let's go take a look at where he's at on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. So I'm going to just type in his name. I'm going to show you how easy it is to find what you're looking for here. You can type first name, last name, doesn't matter. It'll find it all the same. And then we go down to his pitcher strikeouts here. 52.36% chance that he stays under 6 strikeouts. So you know that this is a plus EV play, a positive expected value play. So far, things are looking pretty good here. But now let's apply some projections to this plus EV play. And I think you'll start to see why I'm liking Braxton Garrett to go under his strikeout line today. 5.4 is the first projection. That's closer to 5 than it is 6. So we like what we see there. Let's go over to RotoWire, punch in Braxton Garrett's name. Again, the projection 5.38. That's a whole lot less than 6. So things are looking pretty darn good so far for a Braxton Garrett under. Now here on Fantasy Labs, they've got him at 6.01. Let's just call it 6, right? So that's about the highest we've seen him projected out of the first 3 models that we've taken a look at thus far. Again, I'm okay with that because it's not 7, it's just 6, and 6 is fine. We still get paid if it's 6. Braxton Garrett over on Number Fire, where is he at? 5.08 Ks, which is the lowest projection we've seen so far. So we've seen a range of 5.0 to 6.0 Ks. Things are looking pretty darn good here for Garrett. And then last but not least, we're going to check out FTN. When we do that, Braxton Garrett, you see his projection, 5.9 projected Ks. Again, we want him to stay under 6. If he lands on 6, no big deal. And here's why it's not a big deal. Because the way that we're going to play this Braxton Garrett line is going to be less on 6. Right? So we've got the Taco over 3.5. We've got Kikuchi going over 5 hits allowed. And we got Garrett going under 6 strikeouts. Now, I'm going to flex this. Normally with a flex play, you get 3 out of 3, right? It's a 2.25x payout. But when one of your picks ties and the other 2 hits, your payout is then boosted to a 3x. It's essentially like playing a 2-pick power play right here on PrizePicks. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to max this out, the $25 taco limit, put the full 25 on. If we go 3 for 3, it's $56.25. If we go 2 hits with 1 push, it's going to be a $75 payout. This is what I like to call a sneaky backdoor 3x payday. All right, so let's go ahead and place the entry. 25 bucks riding on it. And guys, if this does go 3 for 3, or if it goes 2 hits, no misses, 1 push, and we make some money and we're profitable here, I'm going to give somebody in the comments section half of what I earn here. Half of what this slip will net me in profits. I'm going to give away half of it to one of you guys in the comment section. So make sure you like the video, leave a comment. If we go 3 for 3, or if we go 2, 0, and 1, 2 hits and a push, I'm giving away some money, okay? Thank you so much for your support. Good luck. Happy Taco Tuesday. Keep an eye on that PrizePicks board for the rest of the day for additional discounted projections from the folks over at PrizePicks. We'll see you guys in the Discord. Patreon has been absolutely on fire. Good luck on all your picks.